Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Navin Pradhan with the evening news, and these are the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 7 new defense companies to the nation. India and the United States reaffirms commitment to raise $100 billion annually to help efforts to tackle climate change. Joint Entrance Examination Advanced 2021 results declared. A total of 41,862 candidates qualified the exams, and South Asian Federation Cross Country Championships to be held in Kohima on 15th January 2022. As India is on the verge of vaccinating 100 crore people against COVID 19, All India Radio salutes all the people, doctors, nurses, and others who made this possible. At the same time, we caution our listeners that the battle against COVID is not yet over. We appeal to our listeners who are yet to fully get vaccinated to get vaccinated at the earliest and also help others to get vaccinated. During the festival season, please follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact National Helpline number 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today dedicated 7 new defense companies to the nation. Addressing the gathering through video conference, Modi said 41 ordnance factories are being converted into 7 corporate entities as a measure to improve India's self-reliance and defense preparedness. He said these 7 new companies will push the government's efforts towards progress and self-reliance in the defense sector. Modi stated that under the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign, the country aims to make India the world's largest military power on its own. Modi also stated that Indian companies should not only establish expertise in their products but also become a global brand. He urged that while competitive cost is our strength, quality and reliability should be the identity. India and the United States reaffirmed commitment to raise $100 billion annually from public and private sector sources to help develop the 2 countries' efforts to tackle climate change. Climate crisis was the first topic of discussion at a meeting of the India-US Economic and Financial Partnership under the leadership of India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. A joint statement said the first session of the meeting dedicated to climate finance reflected on the 2 countries' commitments to driving urgent progress in combating climate change and the critical role of climate finance in achieving this shared global goal. The results of Joint Entrance Examination JEE Advanced 2021 have been declared. Mridul Agarwal of IIT Delhi Zone secured the first rank by scoring 348 marks out of 360. Kavya Chopra of IIT Delhi Zone is the top-ranked female. She obtained 286 marks out of 360. A total number of 141,699 candidates appeared in both papers 1 and 2 in JEE Advanced 2021. A total of 41,862 candidates have qualified in JEE Advanced 2021. Of the total qualified candidates, 6,452 are females. The South Asian Federation Cross Country Championships will be held in Kohima on 15th of January next year. The 56th National Cross Country Championships, which is also being hosted by the state, will be clubbed with the South Asian Federation Cross Country Championships. This was announced by Associate Vice President of Athletics Federation of India, AFI, Abu Metha, during a press conference held at Kohima today. Mehta said this will be perhaps the biggest international event to be hosted in Nagaland, and it will bring athletes, officials and delegates from the entire South Asian Convention to Nagaland. He informed that the South Asian Athletics Federation will have its annual general meeting in Kohima during the championship. Mehta said the AFI is taking up development games program in the entire northeastern region to tap into the potentials of sports and games, especially athletics. Chief Minister Nipurio, taking to Twitter, announced that India will host the South Asian Cross Country Championships in Nagaland. He expressed gratitude to South Asian Athletics Federation and Athletics Federation of India. Rio extended special appreciation to SAAF President Dr. Lalit Bhanot for his support and Abu Metha for the outstanding work. You are listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News, Kohima. October 15 is observed as a Global Advocacy Day dedicated to increase awareness and understanding about the importance of hand washing with soap and water as an effective and affordable way to prevent diseases. Along with the rest of the world, Public Health Engineering Department Mon Division observed Global Hand Washing Day at Government High School, Phomching headquarters with the objective to spread awareness on hand hygiene at grassroots level to teachers, students, members of Pani Samiti and Village Council. Addressing the gathering, Chuba Longchar, sanitation and hygiene consultant, District Water and Sanitation Mission, MON, highlighted the history and origin of Global Hand Washing Day, its significance and the importance of hand washing in preventing COVID-19, while Pangan Chemist Mon Division demonstrated various steps of hand washing to the congregation. School level painting competition and placard campaign on hand hygiene were also held to mark the day. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Prerna Sthal was inaugurated at Naval Science and Technological Laboratory NSTL Vishakhapatnam yesterday on the occasion of 90th birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, and to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The NSTL is the premier naval research laboratory of Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO. A statue of Dr. Kalam was also unveiled by Dr. Samir V. Kamath, Director General, Naval Systems and Materials, DRDO. Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi and Chief Minister Neiphiu expressed sadness at the demise of former Minister K. Holohan. Governor Professor Mukhi said Holohan will be remembered for his relentless and selfless services towards the society. Chief Minister Neiphiu said Holohan was a bold, selfless and strong leader who had a big heart and that his contribution in the service of the people will always be remembered. Speaker Sharingan Longkumar said Holohan was one of the prominent Naga leaders who has served in the NLA for 7 terms and held various important ministerial positions and rendered remarkable services to the people of the state. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton said Holohan was a father figure to the downtrodden when in office and even after retirement from active public service and will be remembered by many whose lives he had touched. NPCC President K. Thiere also extended condolences to the bereaved family. 31 fresh COVID-19 cases have been detected today in Nagaland, including 28 recoveries and 1 death related to the infection. Dimapur registered 21 new cases, 5 in Kohima, 4 from Peran and 1 in Mokokchung. Of the recoveries, 20 were from Dimapur, 6 from Kohima and 1 each from Phek and Kipire. The state's total confirmed caseload has now risen to 31,547, while total recovered cases stands at 29,625. There are currently 228 active cases in the state. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 7 new defense companies to the nation. India and the United States reaffirms commitment to raise $100 billion annually to help efforts to tackle climate change. Joint Entrance Examination Advanced 2021 results declared. A total of 41,862 candidates qualified the exams. And South Asian Federation Cross Country Championships to be held in Kohima on 15th January 2022. And that is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.